Disasters, those sudden and unfortunate events with the potential to cost lives, have left lasting marks on human history. Life's unpredictability is a truth we're often reminded of, especially when confronted with the staggering toll of history's most catastrophic disasters. Those who face these tragedies likely never imagined their lives would end in such harrowing circumstances. Still, there's a sobering realization. Many of these disasters could have been prevented had greater attention been paid to warning signs, or had we listened more closely to the subtle cues of nature. Welcome to today's episode of Fact Me In, where we're diving into the darkest depths of history to uncover the most catastrophic disasters. So, get ready to witness some chillingly tragic events. The Chernobyl disaster. The events of April 26, 1986, at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant indeed marked a catastrophic chapter in history. I mean, who would have thought a routine checkup would turn into one of the biggest nuclear catastrophes in history? The technician's routine checkup turning into a massive explosion due to a combination of incorrect safety drills, flawed reactor design, and inadequately trained operators underscores the importance of rigorous safety protocols in nuclear facilities. Imagine a nuclear reactor as a large steam engine, churning out power in a high-stakes dance of heat and energy. Deep within its core, uranium rods work their magic, generating an intense amount of heat through their reactions. This heat, in turn, transforms massive quantities of water into steam, the lifeblood of electricity generation. Central to this process are the cooling rods, acting as guardians against the relentless surge of heat. Their presence moderates the reaction, ensuring a delicate equilibrium within the reactor's core. Simultaneously, a network of cooling water circulates, a vital coolant tasked with preventing the system from reaching critical temperatures. With the inadvertent removal of all cooling rods during the operation of the fourth reactor's cooling system, a cascade of calamity ensued. As temperatures soared uncontrollably, operators found themselves bewildered in the face of mounting chaos. The inevitable consequence was the harrowing meltdown of the core, a cataclysmic event that shook the world awake. It's like a real-life thriller, with all the suspense building up to that deafening explosion at 1:23 a.m. Black smoke billowing into the sky, spreading radioactive doom far and wide. The accident claimed the lives of 2 plant workers on the spot, but the toll didn't stop there. 28 others succumbed to acute radiation syndrome, their lives tragically cut short by the invisible menace unleashed by the nuclear explosion. The fallout wasn't contained within Ukraine's borders. Its toxic reach extended far and wide, spreading its contamination across Belarus and Russia. Wellington, Washington train disaster. Prepare to witness one of the worst train disasters in history. Since the Cascade Mountains bear the only passable route across Wellington, the tunnel was constructed through the rock of the mountain in 1900. In 1910, a massive storm hit the area, blanketing it with a thick mix of snow and ice. On March 1, 1910, 2 trains were headed to Wellington, one a local passenger train, the other a fast mail train. The trains had already passed through the Cascade Tunnel when they had to stop due to heavy snow avalanches. The snowblowers on the trains were not enough to battle the thick layer of snow resembling cement. So, the trains were parked on Windy Mountain, above Tye Creek, for 6 days. As February 26th rolled in, all communication lines were wiped out, leaving passengers with just one option: eat, read, and sleep. As the month drew to a close, the weather took a turn for the worse, with thunder rumbling and heavy rainfall adding to the already dire situation. Then, on March 1st, disaster struck with a deafening rumble that filled the air. Suddenly, people were horrified to witness a colossal sheet of ice hurtling down the mountain, carrying the 2 trains along with it. The massive ice sheet descended nearly 100 meters, effortlessly dragging the trains down as if they were mere feathers in its path. Even after the danger had passed and people rushed to the scene, all they could find were trains entombed in ice. After hours of searching, only 23 survivors emerged from the icy wreckage. Tragically, the toll of this disastrous event amounted to the loss of 96 lives. The Bhopal disaster. The Union Carbide India Limited pesticide plant in Bhopal was like a ticking time bomb. stocked with all sorts of toxic chemicals since its establishment in 1969. But what made it worse? It was that during the accident, it wasn't just pesticides being produced, but also the disposal of hazardous waste. Unfortunately, the company's lack of responsibility led to insufficient safety systems and poorly maintained measures. Despite experiencing multiple gas leaks prior to the catastrophic event on December 3, 1984, over 45 tons of methyl isocyanate, an extremely toxic gas, escaped from the plant. And guess where the plant was? Right in the middle of a densely populated area, turning the gas leak into something straight out of a horror movie and leaving nearly 20,000 people dead. Just like a mass murder, right? That's true, some survived this disastrous gas leak. However, survivors were left struggling with severe respiratory infections, eye irritations, potential blindness, and even skin cancers as long-term effects. The survivors didn't get much better treatment either. Victims received mere compensation of a few $100s, seriously. That's just an insult to injury, considering the health issues they had to deal with for the rest of their lives. Furthermore, the presence of nearly 400 tons of industrial waste at the site rendered it uninhabitable and unhealthy for nearby residents. Now, the moral of the story comes to the point. Industries dealing with pesticides, medicines, cosmetics, and other chemical-related products must prioritize stringent safety measures. Irresponsible operations not only exacerbate dangers, but also jeopardize the lives of countless others. Many of the hazardous events in history could have been prevented if people valued their lives more than anything and remained alert. It's just heartbreaking to witness lives lost to disasters that could have been avoided. If you've taken a lesson from these historical disasters, don't hesitate to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Fact Me In and ring the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.